Oh, hey, hello, hey, welcome back. How you doing? Good job, yeah. Oh, good. Little guy feeling better?
Yeah.
Is he? Oh,
He's
okay.
doing better.
Oh, yeah, that's so hard.
He's doing better.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
It's hard to be sick.
Thank you.
Don't worry about it. We'll figure out something else. Hello. Good morning. We're about to look at your projects now.
You finished the class. Thank you.
We'll see you here. Eugenia is here. Leaf is here. Good. All right. No Moses yet. No. Oh, Cynthia's here. Got it. Week 6 Thursday. That'll work. All right. Oh, sorry. You guys are watching on YouTube. So the deal is, we're about to evaluate speaking team 2 on their project. Okay. Yeah, I was live. So y'all, let's take a look at.
Is it?
Let's see. Take a look real quick at the team. There they are. All right. Give them a hand, everybody. Yay, them. All right. So that's what they did. And, okay. So, what did you guys do? Let's see. Imagine you are taking the TOEFL test, right? And like you're still, would a student, be challenged by this? Are the instructions clear enough? Are they? Does it fit the task of what speaking question number 1 or 2 or 3 is supposed to be? Yeah, so there's an opportunity, you make little comments here, etc. And you feel, eventually, you feel free to put your name up there, because I'll give you a quiz grade for finishing it up. And then after the end, you can just drop it in there. It's just a completion grade, If you missed one of the teams, don't worry about it. It's just, yeah. And don't worry if you make a negative comment. It's like, ooh, I didn't understand anything you said. Well, that's okay. I'm going to remove the name. It's okay. So you can still make comments, and I'll make the PDFs available to people eventually. Okay, speaking question number 1. Let's see what they did here.
Is it better for students to learn a foreign language early or later in life? Explain.
Pretty straightforward, right? Yeah, all right. And well pronounced, too. Yeah, I don't know. No comments there, and I think she pronounced it well, and pretty clear what you're supposed to do for that question. Okay, so let's get to speaking question number 2. Let's see what they did here. All right. I know Mr. Moses and Fabi worked on this one, but you're still in the same team. Maybe I'll just read it out. Learning Institute Texas will extend library hours during exam week. Instead of closing at 10 p.m., the library will now stay open until midnight. The administration says this will help students who prefer studying late at night. They also mentioned that that more staff will be available to assist students during these extended hours. Administration hopes that these extended hours will reduce stress and improve students' exam preparation. If the change is successful, they may continue to expand in the future. All right, I like the length. It's not too long. I think that's about the right length. It's not too long, not too short. It's about 100 words generally, roughly. Yeah, it's about 45 seconds for them to do. Pretty clear change. Yeah, pretty clear change right there. I read the very first sentence, right? And pretty clear reasons why they have the change, right? All right, I think that one's pretty successful. Yeah, because, hi guys. Pretty successful. It's just a clear change, clear reasons, not too long, not too short, etc. Right? Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. If you guys need a thing here. Okay. So let's go and listen to the conversation between a student and a professor. Thank you, man.
Hey, did you read the message?
No, sorry. It's actually a student. Is a conversation between 2 students. My bad. Yeah.
Hey, did you read the announcement about the library hours? They are going to keep it open until midnight during exam week.
Yeah, I saw it. Honestly, I think it's a great idea.
Really? Why?
Well, a lot of students, including me, work part-time. I usually finish my shift at 8 or 9 p.m. So by the time I get to the library, there's barely any time left with the library open until midnight. We finally have the chance to study without rushing.
That makes sense. I guess late night people will really benefit from this.
Exactly. And the announcement say they're adding more staff during those hours too.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That's super helpful, especially during exams. Sometimes you need help finding research materials or you need someone to explain how to use the database. But at the night, there's usually no one around. Having more staff means students can actually get the support they need.
True. I usually get through, try to find article stuff will definitely save time.
So yeah, overall, I'm really happy about the change. I think it makes studying during exam week much less stressful.
I'm starting to agree with you. It doesn't sound like a useful change.
All right, good. Hey, first time doing the TOEFL too. They're okay. Make some comments there. And they, well, by the way, they insisted that I include both photographs. They liked both of them, so whatever. Not too long, not too short. First of all, yeah, I'll say that the length is not too short, not too long. I like that. Yeah. To be honest, I'm listening to it. It was a bit of a struggle to understand Fabi with her pronunciation occasionally. She was being very careful with trying to pronounce each word very carefully. But yeah, there's a few times, wasn't quite short. Pretty clear, we're supposed to be asked about the woman, right? And pretty clear, she's generally positive on the matter. I think that was pretty clear too. So so the script they wrote was I think it's good. It was a bit of a struggle to understand her pronunciation occasionally, but that's all right. I could tell she knew that, and she was trying really hard to slow down, and so. What is the woman opinion about the announcement? Yeah, woman's apostrophe S. Woman's opinion. I needed apostrophe S there about the announcement. All right. Sometimes they phrase it a little longer, but that's basically what you're supposed to do. Yeah, you're supposed to take the reading and the announcement, put it together. The woman gives her opinion of the announcement. Well, that's fine. Yeah, that's totally fine. All right, so you guys feel free to make comments on that one. No one was pretty successful, no? All right. Yeah. So, that's good. I'm glad I gave you guys a paper to write down comments because I don't know if everybody would be willing to say it out loud when other people are in front of other people. Yeah, that would be tough, yeah. All right, here's question number 3. It's you two folks, Professor Eugenia and Professor Hobum. I'll let you, let's see, who is the one who did this? Oh, it was Eugenia. Okay, so I'll let you, would you mind reading the reading there? Out loud? Yeah. My voice is tired, so I'll let you read.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Urban green spaces, urban green spaces like parks, gardens, and trail-lined streets really improve life in cities. They improve physical, environmental, and social benefits. First, green areas help reduce air pollution by absorbing harmful particles and reducing oxygen, which is especially helpful in a city with heavy traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Second, they support their mental and physical health. Research shows that spending even a short time in nature lowers stress, improve mood, and encourage activities such as walking and jogging. Finally, green space help build communities by giving neighbors places to be, participate in events, and form strong social connections. Because of this advantage, many cities planners believe that spending green space should be key part of urban development.
Key part of urban development. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, cool. So let's see. I think there's a bit of a typo here. Let's see if you get. I think it's in this sentence. Maybe you guys can find it. Huh? Oh, yeah. Right right in here, there's a typo. Y'all know what I mean by typo? Just a spelling mistake or a grammar mistake or something like that. We'll find. Otherwise, beautifully said. Everything else was said really well. This word is pronounced nature. Everybody say nature. Nature. Yeah, I know it's weird. The adjective is natural, the short A sound. But anyway, research shows that spending even a short time in nature lowest stress. Yeah, I think it's very close. Yes, you got it. Yeah, that's what it is. Right? No big deal. No big deal. All right. So y'all, this fit the role of title and definition. Pretty clear definition, right? Again, I like the length. You guys probably took it from the textbook there. Yeah, great. Yeah, it lowers stress in there. All right. If you guys have taken the TOEFL, you saw that. That's pretty straightforward. Urban green space. All right. So let's listen to the intro first.
Now listen the lecture about green space.
Okay. And
So let's talk about the importance of urban green spaces. And I would like to explain a bit more about why they matter. First, green areas really help improve the environment. Trees and plants absorb harmful pollution from the air and produce oxygen, which is especially useful in the big cities with a lot of traffic. They also help cool down the city by providing shade. Second, green spaces are great for our health. Research shows that spending even a short time in nature can lower stress, improve mood, and encourage physical activity like walking and or jogging. When people have easy access to parks, they are more likely to go outside and stay active. Finally, this space help build stronger communities. Parks and gardens give neighbors a place to meet, relax, and enjoy events, which helps people feel more connected to each other. Because of this benefit, many city planners think green spaces are an essential part of making city healthier and more enjoyable place to live.
cities. Okay. Eugenia, that was great. I was first of all, good length, not too long, not too short. Yeah. Your impression, you can write a little comment there if you think, oh man, that was pretty easy to follow. I think you had, of course I know you were reading, right? But I like the flow and the intonation of your delivery made it clear that this is first, second, third, and yeah. So it wasn't all monotonic the whole time. Maybe the voice went up and down a lot, so it was pretty easy to follow you. I thought that was good. Yeah, just a couple of words I pronounced slightly different. It provides shade. Yeah, no big deal. In nature. But outside of that, that was very good. I don't really have any comments at all about that. So, not speaking too fast, not speaking too slowly. I think that's a good example. And this is intended to provide a couple of examples, right? So, of why it's beneficial. I think you provided several there. That's good. Explain how green spaces, how the green space plays an important role in cities. Oh, yeah. Well, technically that's not a question, but that's okay. All right, good. Great, good job. That's all they're supposed to do. All right, here's Professor Hobum. Here, yeah, you guys. Professor Hobum's lecture. Here he goes. And
Now, let's turn a lecture in a pharmacy class about how medicines work in human body.
Oh, it's a pharmacy class. I haven't heard of this.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I would like to give you a brief overview of how medicines work once they enter the human body. Understanding this process is essential for pharmacy professionals because it helps us make self-effective decisions about treatment and patient care. When a patient takes a medication, whether it's swallowed, injected, inhaled, or applied to the skin, the first step is absorption. This is the process by which the drug enters the bloodstream. Factors such as drug, chemical structure, the patient digestive system, and even food interaction can affect how well the medication absorbs. Once in the bloodstream, the drug undergoes distribution, meaning it travels throughout the body to reach its target tissues. Some drugs spread widely, while others bind to protein or become concentrated in specific organs. This is why dosage and route of administration matter so much. Next, the body begins metabolism, the process of breaking down the drugs. Most metabolism occur in the liver, where specialized enzymes cover the medication into forms that are easier for the body to eliminate. Sometimes, metabolism activates the drugs, other times, it reduces the protein. Understanding this pathway helps pharmacists adjust doses for patients with liver disease or genetic enzyme differences. Finally, the drug is removed from the body through excretion, primarily by the kidneys. This is why kidney function is critical when determining the right medication and dose. Poor kidney function can cause the drug to stay in the body longer, increasing the risk of side effects. Overall, the journey of medicine absorption, distribution, metabolism, and excretion determine how effective and safe it will be. As future pharmacists, your role is to understand this process so you can guide patient, prevent drug interaction, and ensure the right therapy for each individual.
Okay, woo, all right. Hey, is this something you had experience with before? I mean, the subject matter, pharmacy?
Yeah.
Did you? Is that part of your expertise back home? Pharmacy. Okay, I didn't know that. All right, about 2.5 minutes long there. Cool. Imagine you had to summarize that in 1 minute, right? Yeah, I don't know, maybe. But by the way, did you pull this from the internet or did you create? We read. You did. Oh, that's what you guys were working on the whole time. Ah, you made your own lecture.
I wanted to work on my major. This is something that I really like.
Oh, pretty cool. Okay. The importance of watching dosage is that more or less what it was? Yeah, being careful because the impact of medicine. That's right. Let's see. The question says.
Briefly explain how the medicines work in our body.
How they work in our body. Okay, cool. Well, I was thinking it was pretty well organized. Yeah. It probably could be edited down a little shorter, but I was able to follow. Basically, it's kind of a step-by-step thing. First, this happens, then this happens, and others. It's important to watch the dosages because of their impact on certain organs. Yeah, that's what I basically heard too. Just occasionally a different pronunciation of certain words. The flow to your English was really good. It was very smooth and flowed. Just sometimes stressing a slightly different syllable than I do, right? Like this word swallowed, and you got the word organs. I think you probably wanted to say organs, right? Etc. Organs, the first syllable. Not a big deal. That's a minor thing. That's a very small minor thing. I think, I remember going to university. Professors sometimes are not native English speakers, right? And then sometimes they'll have an accent like that. So even native, born Americans have to sit in class and they'll hear someone from a different school. So yeah, so it's irrelevant. So that was good. That was good. Yeah, maybe a little shorter. And you guys feel free to make comments there on that. I see you worked really hard on that one. Yeah, so you created that yourself, huh? That's pretty good. Okay, yeah, give me a hand, everybody. That's team 2 there. All right, give me a hand. Yay! All right. No, all right. Let's move on to team number 3. So team number 3. First of all, you guys decided to put your picture right on the front. I love it. That's great. Yeah, why not? We give them a little confidence now. Yay down, yay down. Yeah, it was basically you ended up doing it yesterday, all day yesterday, right? Because most of y'all weren't there for Tuesday, so that was a challenge. But let's see. Speaking question number 1.
Some students prefer to study alone, while others prefer to study in a group. Which do you prefer and why?
Pretty straightforward. And well pronounced, and yeah, not too long, not too short. Good speaking question number 1 there. All right. So, all right, here's the, oh yeah, university making a change in the courses it will offer. Read the article from the university newspaper about the change. Give yourself 45 seconds. That's true, they actually do give instructions at the top too. I'd forgotten about that, yeah. So here it is, sculpture class, sculpture. Yeah, let's practice saying that word. Everybody say sculpture. Yeah, so sculpture is the process, it's also the object, you know, the thing. I made a sculpture, and it's, yeah. Anyway. And it's kind of tough because the person doing it is called a sculptor, pronounced a little bit differently. Of course, they're going to be discontinued. I'm talking too much. I'll let you read Miss Cynthia. Maybe the first time. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No.
we stay in contact with.
You collaborated from home.
Yes.
Look at you guys. Wow. Okay.
Okay, sculpture course to be continued. University administrators announced yesterday that the sculpture program, a division of the art department, will be eliminated. The main reason is a lack of student interest, report one administrator. Although the number of students has increased, fewer art major are taking sculpture class. Furthermore, the department's only sculpture professor is retiring this year. Given the art department's limited budget, the administrator explained it just doesn't make sense to hire the new full-time professor to teach sculpture for only a handful of students.
Nice. Okay. Good link there. By the way, yeah, you guys featured an example of what might be featured in a newspaper. Yeah, in the school newspaper. That is oftentimes how it's presented in speaking question number 2. Maybe not just like an announcement on the wall, but like a news report in a newspaper, right? And then the students respond to that. You know, that was a very clear change right at the top there, and very clear reasons. Pretty good length, right? It's not too long, not too short, I think. Okay. Yeah, you guys feel free. And you guys created that? Yeah, that's pretty, okay.
Everything all right? Yeah, I'm just upset about the article I showed you this morning.
Why? What's the big deal?
Well, as an art major, I think it's a big loss for the department. The universities got it all wrong.
What do you mean?
Well, the low enrollment isn't because our majors don't want to take these classes. Problem is, who has time to take them when there are so many other requirements?
I don't understand.
See, the classes they're eliminating are all optional. The required courses are mostly painting and drawing, and they take up all our time. What we really need are different requirements. There are majors could take a better variety of classes. All the things we're interested in.
That makes sense. But the thing about the professor.
Well, that's true, but still they're being drastic. If money is the problem, they could hire a part-time professor. Or most of the professors in the department have secondary fields.
Really?
Yeah. At least a few painting teachers are also great sculptors. I'm sure one of them could teach a class.
Your point of view, as you write your evaluation, could a student manageably summarize that? I think so. That's a good length. That's about 1.5 minutes. That's the perfect sweet spot there. Are they addressing the details from the reading? Yeah, they're talking about the details from the reading. You guys are, yeah, pretty directly.
The woman expresses her opinion of the university's plan, state her opinion, and explain the reasons she gives for holding that opinion.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's exactly the way they phrase it. Yeah. Well done, y'all. That was very excellent. Okay. Great example. I think that's clear what the student's supposed to do. Which woman?
The woman.
All right, so moving on to speaking question number 3. And by the way, if you're writing down comments there, this is team 3. All right. Cognitive dissonance. Oh wait, who is the professor for cognitive dissonance? I think it was. She's leaving. She didn't want to hear this, huh? All right. Someone else from your group. We try to read it, Ms. Yen. No, I know. she's not feeling very well, so I'll let you. That's right. She got the mask, so she gets a freebie today. She didn't have to read it. Cognitive dissonance. I think you can do it. Good. Yeah.
Cognitive dissonance. Individuals sometimes experience a contradiction between their actions and their beliefs, between what they are doing and what they believe they should be doing. These contradictions can cause a kind of mental discomfort known as cognitive dissonance. People experiencing cognitive dissonance often do not want to change the way they are acting, so they resolve the contradictory situation in another way. They change their interpretation of the situation in a way that minimizes the contradiction between what they are doing and what they believe they should be doing.
Beautifully pronounced, by the way, Ms. Yen. That was really good pronunciation. Good. New expression that the student would probably not be familiar with, and you get a clear definition of it there. Good length there. Of course, I know you're copying it from a textbook there, but there you go. All right, so let's see how.
This is a true story from my own life. In my first year in school, I was addicted to video games. I played them all the time, and I wasn't studying enough. I was failing chemistry, that was my hardest class. So this was a conflict for me because I wanted a good job when I grew up. And I knew that if you want a good career, you gotta do well in school. But I just couldn't give up video games. I was completely turned, and my solution was to change my perspective. See, the only class I was doing really badly in was chemistry. In the others, I was okay. So I asked myself if I wanted to be a chemist when I grew up, and the fact is I didn't. I was pretty sure I wanted to be a sociologist. So I told myself my chemistry class didn't matter because the sociologists don't really need to know chemistry. In other words, I changed my understanding of what it meant to do well in school. I reinterpreted my situation. I used to think that doing well in school meant doing well in all my classes. But now I decided that succeeding in school meant only well in the classes that related directly to my future career. I eliminate the conflict, at least in my mind.
All right. Good length there. It's not. It's less than 2 minutes long. Anecdotes. I know you're pulling it from a textbook there, but I like her illustration for is you guys. You guys are the visual aid for her lecture on cognitive dissonance. Yeah, you're just. I think the flow to her English there was really conversational. It sounded pretty natural, and she stressed the right syllable in the right place. I think if I were listening to that, yeah, I'd recognize she has an accent, but I could easily understand the way she said that. Okay, this anecdote. So,
using the example discussed by the professor, explain what cognitive dissonance is and how people often deal with it.
Yeah, that's cool. I like even in the moments that she would sometimes catch herself like, wait, no, I didn't pronounce it, and she'd come back and pronounce it differently. A couple of big words, sociology, right? So she kind of struggled with that a little bit. Cognitive dissonance. So anyway, yeah, why not? Let's practice saying that word. Everybody say cognitive dissonance. Yes, the word dissonance comes from music, actually. You got harmony where these voices come together and they blend well together. And sometimes you hear different voices, it sounds terrible. It's the opposite of harmony, right? And your brain is in disharmony, right? Okay, let's keep going here. Let's see, this is speaking question number 4. Oh.
Now listen to a part of a lecture in a psychology class. The professor is discussing advertising strategies.
In advertising, various strategies are used to persuade people to buy products. In order to sell more products, advertisers will often try to make us believe that a product will meet our needs or desires perfectly. even if it's not true. The strategies that use can be subtle, friendly forms of persuasion that are sometimes hard to recognize. In a lot of ads, repetition is the key strategy. Research shows that repeated exposure to a message, even something meaningless or untrue, is enough to make people accept it or see it in a positive light. You've all seen the car commercials on TV, like the one that refers to its roomy cars over and over again. You know which one I mean. This guy is driving around and he keeps stopping to pick up different people. He picks up 3 or 4 people, and each time the narrator says, plenty of room for friends, plenty of room for family, plenty of room for everybody. The same message is repeated several times in the course of the commercial. Now the car actually looks kind of small. It's not a very big car at all, but you get a sense that it's pretty spacious. You think that the viewer would reach the logical conclusion that the slogan misrepresents the product. Instead, what usually happens is that when the statement plenty of room is repeated often enough, people are actually convinced it's true. Another strategy they use is to get a celebrity to advertise the product. It turns out that we are more likely to accept an advertising claim made by somebody famous, a person we admire and find appealing. We tend to think they are trustworthy. So, you might have a car commercial that features a well-known race car driver. Now, it may not be a very fast car. It could even be an inexpensive vehicle with a low performance rating. But if a popular race car driver is shown driving it and saying, I like my car fast, then people will believe the car is impressive for its speed.
Hey, Ms. Yen.
Using the examples from the talk, explain how persuasive strategies are used in advertising.
Oh, I see. You stuck the little question at the end. Nice. All right, so imagine you're gonna summarize that in 1 minute, though. That's the thing, yeah. So I think that was an example from of number 4, right? Yeah, it was. Okay, so yeah. So at least the original script did include 2 examples. I think it was that the one about the spacious car, and the other one was about I forgot now. Right. At any rate, it included 2 examples, right, from that lecture there. Yeah, my first impression. First of all, the flow to your English sounded very effortless and easily understandable. Just a couple of words like viewer and spacious. But outside of that, it was very easy to follow the flow to your English. The pronunciation was really strong there. Yeah, I don't know. My first impression is 3.5 minutes, but maybe that's just because you maybe read a little slower than the original recording did. Yeah, but I don't know. But whatever. Yeah, about 1 minute. I think it was 2 examples, so I think it's pretty manageable to summarize in 2 minutes, in 1 minute rather. All right. You'll have 20 seconds to answer. Using examples from the talk, explain how persuasive strategies are used in advertising. All right. Nice. That is what it's about. Okay, that's the team, y'all. Give them a hand. Yay, them. Yay, them. All right. You guys are so nice. All right. And so as you're making your comments on your sheet there, team number 4. All right. So this is the last one. Let's see what you guys ended up doing. Okay, and the last one after this, we'll do something else.
Going great.
I'll play an episode of Everybody Loves Raymond or something like that, yeah. And we maybe blow off some steam. All right, so here we go. Oh, first of all, I'll first show you the picture of the team. Here they are. That's them. All right, give me a hand there. Yay! Good. Yeah, I think the picture worked better. Saw me in the middle. That worked out better. I see. That looks good. All right, so here's what you guys did.
Some people prefer to work at a job where they perform the same task every day. Others prefer a job that requires them to perform a variety of tasks. Which do you prefer and why? Use specific reasons and examples to support your position.
Excellent. Yeah, I think this is one from our book. And well said. Okay, that's great. Yeah, it's exactly very clear what we're supposed to be doing on that one, and the way it's phrased there is not confusing at all there. So did you need another one of these, Miss Bobby? You got
Yes, Miss.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Please.
Sir,
Thank you.
sir, not Mister. That's okay.
Yes, sir.
That's right. That's okay. No problem. Here we go. Did I? Oh yeah, here we go. This is the announcement. All right. So university has decided to. I'm talking too much. I'm gonna let you read it. Go ahead.
The university to build new auditorium. The university has decided to demolish the old campus auditorium and replace it with a new one.
Good.
The auditorium is one of the oldest original buildings on campus, and administrators say it is showing signs of its age. Sagging floors, peeling paint, a drafty interior, and outdated decor. The new auditorium, by contrast, will have a clean, modern appearance. Also, the old auditorium is too small to accommodate the number of current students. The new auditorium will be bigger with a greater number of seats to accommodate a larger student body.
Ooh, beautifully said. Man, beautifully pronounced there, by the way, too. And I can tell you guys created this one, huh? Yeah, for nothing. I like these sagging floors. A lot of students don't know what that means. Yeah, and so the floors are rigid and strong, and when they sag, like that. What comes to mind when I think of sagging? I can,
Zigzagging.
Sagging, yeah. But it's not a good thing. It's less peeling paint, drafty. Yeah, that means the wind comes in and you're too cold. Drafty, yeah, it's good. Outdated decor, which is a great, another way of saying decorations or something. Yeah. Okay, a good length. Clearly, I'm going to change in policy, right? This is what's going to happen, and basically why. It's got to be bigger, and it's got to be updated with its facilities. All right, so here's the response from the two students.
Now listen to two students discussing the article.
All right.
I wish they wouldn't do this.
Really? But the place is so old.
Yeah, but I like that. I think it's nice, historic looking building.
Well, I guess it's kind of pretty.
It's an important part of the university's history. It was one of the first things built on campus. We should preserve that, not get rid of it.
That's a good point. But what about the need for an expansion?
I don't think it's necessary.
But it was built when the university was so much smaller.
That's true, but think about it. Have you ever seen the place completely full?
Well, no, I guess not.
Me neither. There are never any events when the entire student body is there. In the fact, there are usually just a small number of students in the audience for a play or a concert.
That's fine.
So why make it bigger if it works as is?
I see what you mean.
All right, that's it. That's exactly what you'd expect to see on speaking question number 2. One student says, really? And then totally changing her mind 100%, like within 1 minute. Hey, that's pretty manageable. Within that amount of conversation, the conversation is directly referencing the announcement. I think that's pretty straightforward. Yeah, that would be the logical pushback against that. Is like, hey, it's a historical building. Let's restore it, not replace it. Yeah, that's good. And about the and you're also addressing the other very specific thing about the size of it. Yeah, So
the man expresses his opinion of the university's plan, state his opinion, and explain the reasons he gives for holding that opinion.
It's really excellent. That's exactly what I expect to see on the TOEFL. Right. Not too long, not too short. Very clear, plan forward, good pronunciation of the whole thing. Yeah, no comments really. That was really excellent. Okay. So, speak question number 3. This is where I have to read an announcement. I'm sorry, read something from a textbook. Oh yeah, flow. That's right. Deja vu. I've seen this one before. I'll let you read it, Mr. Mubarak. It's flow. Yeah.
In psychology, the feeling of complete and energized focus in an activity is called flow. People who enter a state of flow lose their sense of time and having feeling of great satisfaction. They become completely involved in an activity for its own sake rather than for what may result from the activity, such as money or prestige. Contrary to expectation, flow usually happens not during the relaxing moments of leisure and entertainment, but when we are actively involved in a difficult enterprise, in a task that stretches our mental or physical abilities.
Good. That's right. Cool. Yeah, the leisure. Yeah. Hey, great word, money. I'm sorry. Prestige. I'll say yeah. Y'all know what prestige is? Those of y'all who speak French, you do, right? Yes. And so we stole that word from you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, prestige is like this. It's similar to fame, you know. It's like other people will praise you. This is a prestigious job, you know. I'm gonna feel proud of it, and other people are gonna respect me because of it, right?
Mr. You say prestige?
No, it's two syllables. Prestige. You heard me say the adjective form, prestigious.
Yes.
That's good listening there. Yeah, so the way I'd say, this is a prestigious job.
Yes, prestigious job.
Mm-hmm, yeah. How would you say in the adjective en français?
Prestigious.
Prestigious, okay, yeah. You just stress a different syllable, that's it, okay. So, I probably could learn French, but I'm more likely to learn Spanish if I'm thinking about what am I going to do when I retire? I'm going to have to learn one of your languages. All right. So here we go, Professor Hamid.
Listen to a part of a talk in a psychology class.
Okay.
I think this will help you get a picture of what your textbook is describing. I had a friend who taught in the physics department, Professor Jones. He retired last year. Anyway, I remember, this was a few years ago, I remember passing by a classroom early one morning, just as he was leaving, and he looked terrible. His clothes were all rumpled and he looked like he hadn't slept all night. And I was totally happy. He had spent the entire night in the classroom working on a mathematics puzzle. He didn't stop to eat dinner, he didn't stop to sleep or even rest. He was that involved in solving the puzzle, and it didn't even have anything to do with his teaching or research. He had just come across this puzzle accidentally, I think in a mathematics journal, and it just really interested him. So he worked furiously all night and covered the blackboard in the classroom with equations and numbers and never realized that time was passing by.
Yeah, very good. Cool. That's nice. I've heard that one before. So yeah. Pretty manageable. Actually, that is an example from one of the textbooks. Yeah, it was one example of someone experiencing flow. All right. So by the way, y'all, let me back up here.
Explain flow and how the
flow. Yeah, it's this feeling you have where it's like bliss and wonderful. It doesn't feel like work anymore. Some people play music. Musicians feel this. People in sports feel this feeling.
Artists feel.
Totally, man. Yeah, you've all been there, kind of like where, yeah.
Not all humans feel flow. Not all humans feel flow. Just artists.
Not necessarily. Yeah, I bet you felt it before. You know, it's this feeling where you're doing something that's difficult, but it doesn't feel like work anymore. You know, like maybe exercise. Yeah. Maybe it could be cooking or even being up here in front of class. I've felt that before sometimes, yeah. And it's a good feeling. All right, that's a great example. Even that math problem he was working on all night. So that's very manageable to do. I think any student could answer that one. And it's not too easy either. It's a new idea. All right, here's speaking question number 4. Professor Mubarak. All right, here we go.
Listen to a part of a talk in a psychology class.
It's about tools. He's got my scissors.
It's in the biology class. You put the question number 3 narration in
So this is the intro for the previous one. I'll get them backwards. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's right. I see. Yes.
Human beings are not only the animals that use tools, it is generally recognized that other animals use tools as well. Use them naturally in the wild without any human instruction. But when we say that an object is a tool, well, it depends on your definition of a tool. And in fact, there are two competing definitions, a narrow definition and a broad one. The narrow definition says that a tool is an object that is used to perform a specific task, but not just any object. To be a tool, according to narrow definition, the object is going to be purposefully changed or shaped by the animal or human so that it can be used that way. It is an object that is made. Wild chimpanzees use sticks to dig insects out of their nest, but most sticks lying around won't do the job. They might be too thick. For example, so the stick have to be sharpened so they will fit into a hole in an ant hill or insect nest. The chimpanzee pull off the leaves and chew the stick and trims it down that way until it's the right size. But the broad definition says an object does not have to be modified to be considered a tool. The broad definition says a tool is an object that is used to perform a specific task. For example, an elephant will sometimes use a stick to scratch his back. It just picks up a stick from ground and scratches its back with it. It doesn't modify the stick. It uses just it as it's found. It is a tool under the broad definition, but under the narrow definition, it's not.
Great. Very well organized too. Of course, I know you're reading one. Not too long, not too short. I like the flow of your English. Actually, it's very conversational. I can imagine. You have natural pauses where there's supposed to be pauses, and so if I were taking notes on that, I would be able to, follow that easily. There's a few words. I think probably. I think you kept saying object. Of course, is the verb. That's what lawyers do. I object. But it should have been more of the object. And a couple times you did say it that way, but anyway, you need to make sure the stick is slim enough, right, to fit in the holes, right? I think I heard you said slime, which is a different word. Not a big deal. Outside of that, everything else flowed beautifully there, connecting words together, and I was able to follow you. You got a narrow definition and a broad definition of a tool, right? And so, not too long, not too short. Yeah.
Using points and examples from talk, describe the two different definitions of tools given by the professor.
Excellent. Very clear instructions too. That's what we're supposed to do. All right. That's them. All right, cool. Give them a hand, everybody. Yay! Woo! I'm glad it's over. All right. So there it is. Done.